So I started on the council in 1981, and I started as a motor vehicle apprentice. And I did my time for 4 years, and came out of that and I was a mechanic for 2 years and decided that I'd be interested in going into management. So for the first year I funded my own studies, and then the management at the time thought this guy may have something because he's committed to doing his studies in his own time and with his own money. I was unable to then provide get some training from the council, and they sent me to university and through various courses. So I applied for every job that was out there that was senior to the one I was in. I got knocked back on occasions, but I'd like to think they noticed I had potential, but it may be they just got fed up of me asking. So I managed to get my first management role at the age of 25, and then I did various roles whilst on the council, always carrying on my training, learning from others. And I took on some challenging roles, perhaps roles that people didn't want to take at the time. They involved new services such as parks and cleansing when we were out to contract back many years ago. They were very challenging. We had lots of things to do with the workforce, lots of negotiations. And it was back in the day when council had a lot more money. So at that point, things were a little easier, not so easy now. I then developed into having a bit of reputation of saving money and being able to get quite a good rapport with my staff. So was appointed to senior management from 2002. My first position in senior management was a head of service. I was in charge of building maintenance at that point. And I always was interested in the visible services side of the service. Those things like highways and parks that you can see that are probably one of the most challenging sides of the business. And I applied for the job as director of the environment responsible for that service in 2012, and was fortunate enough to receive that job and the position I'm in today. So I have a pretty steep learning curve. I've been here quite a long time, but now I'm really proud of being responsible for housing as one of my areas for an estate where I was brought up. So it's an extremely rewarding job. I have a lot of staff that I think an awful lot of, and hopefully some of them at least think a lot of me. And I really enjoy what I'm doing. It just proves that I think if you've got enough drive and enough interest, and if you demonstrate that interest to the people around you, you will get noticed if you work for the council. And surely I can prove that in the way that I've actually come up through the ranks over the years.